Ladies and gentlemen, it is your man Jelani JB Bodie, host of this thing called The Wait a Minute Show, and I'm back in the building once again to give you some sort of sports fix. Basketball, NBA, NFL, football, college football, who knows what else. But we will continue to talk about sports. It's The Wait a Minute Show. Hello, Pan, kick my music.
It's The Wait a Minute Show.
Hold up. Wait a minute, show. JD Bodie, that's my bro. Wait a minute, show. My man Pan is on the low. Wait a minute, show. JD Bodie, that's my bro. Wait a minute, show. My man Pan is on the low. Coming straight out of Flint, Michigan. JB Bodie is him again. 2 times Wednesday, Saturday. Show make you wanna sing Donny Hathaway. Facebook Live, Spreaker.com. It's the Wait a Minute Show, fan. Man, we drop bombs as we proceed. Just tune in, no need to take a feed. Hanging with the Stews. JB, that's my dude. And I don't mean to be rude, but these other shows lame like eating prunes. Facebook got you tweaking. Spreakers, eardrums bleeding. JB got what you need. My man Lopez saying yes indeed. Go to thewaitaminuteshow.com to follow all episodes.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, what is up, what is up? Once again, it is your man, Jelani JB Bodie, host of this thing called The Wait a Minute Show, and I am back in the building once again to give you your sports fix like we always do. If you are listening to this live, if you are on the X Squad Radio app, if you are on Spreaker.com, if you went to XSquadAffiliates.com, however way you went to, but if you're listening to this live, it is your man here in the ATL, in the Lions Den studios. Like we always do at this time, we are talking sports, and we are going to continue to talk sports. And when I say we, he put me on blast Saturday show on the waitaminuteshow.com, so I'm still not, quite over that. You can go back and listen to that if you want to, but ladies and gentlemen, it is none other than the infamous, the notorious, the maybe optimistic at times. It is none other than the L, the O, the P, the A, the N, all the way in the back, giving me flack, getting on my hot doggone nerves. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Lopan.
Indeed.
Yes. Yeah, so he is here, and that's all I'm going to say, because like I said, I'm still not over Saturday's show and how Lopan did me, but it's fair. It's fair. I will say that, so I'm not, going to destroy him or anything like that. So you got to go listen on the waitaminuteshow.com if you want to know what I was talking about. But before we get into, today's topics and the title of the show is Dak rolling the dice, and we'll get into that. And Chris Jones gets a new deal. We're going to talk about the Washington football team, Cam, NBA, and Coach Orgeron of the defending LSU Tigers. He made a comment earlier that caught my eye, so we're going to talk about that and a lot of other stuff that's out there that you guys may want to talk about in the chat room. But before we do all that, ladies and gentlemen, I always give you a little bit of an update over the weekend before we get into all these sports topics, talking about your man. And on Saturday, was it Saturday? Yeah, on Saturday's show, I said that I had a bit of a secret that I was going to reveal. And I said I was going to do it on social media, and I sure did. That Saturday night, went in and revealed what it is. And so if you do not know, real quick, I went on there, and I'm not going to make you go back and watch it, but your boy, Jelani JB Bodie, took his derriere back to school. And I went back, got my degree, I finished up last week and a half, somewhere around there, but it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just say that. So that was a big thing for me. That was a big announcement that that I put out there in the Earth's atmosphere that I am very proud of. If you want to, you can go to my Facebook page and you can see, what I was talking about. But basically, all I really talked about was not quitting, not giving up, being the example, and thanking a lot of people out there. Now, having said all that, ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you, it feels pretty damn good to wake up and not have a book, a subject, a paper, an assignment, a discussion, or whatever in my brain swirling around that I have to do. That feels pretty good. Also, it feels really good because I finished up my last class while I was on vacation, but on purpose, I got ahead so I didn't have to do really any schoolwork while I was on vacation, maybe a couple weeks at this point now. So it felt great, and it will feel great in the future to take a vacation and not have to say, I got to bring my laptop with me because I have XYZ class. I have this to do. I have to get this done. I got to step back. You guys go out there and have fun while I do this schoolwork. It is going to feel great to not have to do that. So I am proud of myself, man, and I appreciate all the love that people gave me out there about completing my degree. And look, it's one of a lot of stuff that, I still want to get done. And I'm hoping, I can continue whatever the next journey is from whatever the next goal, because I got to figure out something else, to try and conquer, or to conquer, not try and conquer. I got to figure out something to conquer next and continue to be the example. So thank you again for all the people that, put the positivity and the, great congratulations and all that. I appreciate that so much. Now that we got my little personal business out the way, let's get into what this show is all about. It's about sports, but today we're going to be starting off with the Dallas Cowboys and one Dak Prescott. And why are we talking about Dak Prescott? Because today, ladies and gentlemen, the franchise tag deadline came today and went. And why that was so significant for guys that was on the franchise tag, like a Dak Prescott or like a AJ Green or Hunter Henry and some others, Myles Garrett and Chris Jones, which we'll talk about as well, that some of these guys are trying to get an extension deal done. Some of these guys will not get a deal done. And Dak Prescott was one of those people that did not get a deal done. So he is, and I don't want to say stuck, but he is on his franchise tag of $31 point some odd million for this year. And that's why this is titled Dak Rolling the Dice, because he is going to bet on himself going into next season to be a free agent, or Cowboys could franchise tag him again. I don't know if they really want to do that, but it is an option of theirs if they so choose. But at this point, here's why I am with it. Because during the season and even in the off season, I went one way to the other as far as like who had the leverage. I talked about Dak having the leverage during the season. I said that the Cowboys kind of picked that leverage up, signing Andy Dalton. But I thought Dak doing the franchise tag, I thought maybe he was trying or was going to get a deal worked out. Cowboys have been known to wait until the last minute to get a deal done as well. So that was the other reason why I was being optimistic, about this situation actually happening. But it didn't happen. So Dak is going to play on his franchise tag, and he's going to roll the dice and try and figure out what next year brings him. Now, part of this reason, and I totally understand why Dak will be upset, is that, and I've told you before, these contracts, especially NFL contracts, yes, the number is great. There's a big number like Pat Mahomes and all these other guys. Yes, but the big number is normally what you never actually reach unless you are someone like Kirk Cousins who takes a little bit less and says, make sure all my money is guaranteed, every last dollar. I don't want anything wrapped into if I do this, if I'm here, if it's, all that stuff. It's just, I'm going to take a little bit less money, but I'm going to get all my money, which is pretty much how this thing works out anyway for most NFL contracts, is that they're not going to get their entire contract that they signed for. But the guaranteed money is the most important thing. With this, it's upfront money, signing bonus, and how much guaranteed if something happens to me, whatever. How much am I going to walk away with if everything doesn't work out or if something doesn't work out? And now this deal that the Cowboys had put out there that was reported, this last one that they tried to make to him, was it was going to land anywhere between $33 and $35 million. And it's supposed to be $100+ million deal guaranteed for Dak. I told you, guaranteed money, signing bonus, whatever. The guaranteed money was not on par where Dak and his representatives felt. And I get it, because there was, I think Matthew Stafford's deal, his guaranteed money, or Matt Ryan's guaranteed money was more. Jared Goff was more, I think. So Dak Prescott is looking at this like, now wait. Yeah, Matt Ryan, he went to a Super Bowl. I get that, all that, whatever. Jared Goff, hey, I get it. He just played in a Super Bowl not too long ago. Yeah, okay, all right. But that's not how this thing normally works. Not that we kind of go backwards. Not that you're shortchanging me on my guaranteed money. I need to be on par with some of these guys. I came in my first year, we 13-3. Yeah, Zeke had a lot to do with it, but we 13-3. How many rookie quarterbacks have come in and been the big problem because they're not up to par like they need, someone to be? Could I have played better? Of course, always. But is Dak just horrible? No. So what I really feel, about this is that, one, guaranteed money. Two, I'm looking at it like Kirk Cousins. Do you believe in me? Do you really want me here? Because if you really wanted me here, if you really wanted to get the deal done, we know teams all the time for skill positions, they overpay or pay more than maybe they should. It just is what it is. But the Cowboys, they act like, unless they really believe in Andy Dalton like that, they act like we just need a serviceable quarterback and we can do the rest. And there's been no evidence and there's been no recent track record of you being able to do that. Now, maybe they're thinking with this new coach, McCarty, things are going to be different. Hey, he's won a Super Bowl. He's been to multiple playoff situations and everything. So maybe that does play a part, as far as like what they do, with the quarterback situation. But I just think at this point, in this junction of where they're at with Dak Prescott, is that they have basically said, we don't believe it. As far as how much money that they are offering him, how much security they are offering him, how much, guarantees they are offering him. And Dak and them don't feel that they're getting enough guarantees. So he's going to roll the dice. He's going to play this season, if there is a season, but he's going to play this season. And Cowboy fans, Dak might be gone. Great season or bad season? I mean, if he has a great season, and where I see this, if he takes them to the Super Bowl, he's going to get his money. If he takes them to the Super Bowl, he's definitely going to get his money. If he plays and they have the season that they had last year, he's gone. He's going to go somewhere else. Someone will pay Dak Prescott. I don't know if they're going to pay him the money that he wants, but